if it looks like I'm red in the eyes at all, it's because I was crying while watching Call of the Wild. That was a really good movie. It was very cute, very funny, and also it was sad towards the end as well. But let's get started into this video. Okay, so the very first thing I'm going to be using is the Essence Fresh and Fit Face Primer, and this is the Healthy Glow Pore Minimizing Effect. And I absolutely love this eyeshadow. I love this face primer. As you can see, I'm just blending it with my fingers. And here I'm just using tape to create a sharp line for my eyeshadow look and to prevent fallout. And then I'm going to be using the Morphe Translucent Eyelid Primer for a base for my eyeshadow. And then I'm going to be using the Revolution Reloaded eyeshadow primer, and this is an Iconic Fever. And I'm going to use it in the second shade on the top row, a matte neutral color, to use as a base. And then I'm using the very last shadow on the top row, which is a very warm brown. And I'm going to use this in the crease. And I'm just using a back and forth motion, like a windshield wiper, to get this eyeshadow to the darkness I want. And then I'm going to be mixing the two colors on the very bottom row, the red brown and the dark brown, to create the smoky effect on the outer corner of my eye. And I am just using an angled eyeshadow brush to blend out this brown color. And then I'm going back in with the same eyeshadow brush I used for the crease color, and I'm not putting any new pigment on, I'm just blending everything together. And then I'm going to use the NYX Glitter Primer And I'm putting this on the inner corner of my eye, and I'm just using a flat eyeshadow brush to apply this on. And then I'm going to use my finger to blend out the edges. And this is what I'm going to use for the shimmer shades. And then I'm going into the LA Girl Fierce and Wild eyeshadow palette. And I'm using the shade Prevail, which is the third shade on the top row. And I am just using a patting, pressing motion to apply this shimmer color. And then I'm going to go back to the angled eyeshadow brush, and I'm just blending everything together so there's not a harsh line between this shimmer shade and the smoky eye. Then I'm going to take the tape off and use some makeup wipes to wipe off what little fallout there is. And then I'm going to be using the Becca Aqua Luminous Perfecting Foundation, and I'm in the shade Light, and I am just going to use the dropper to apply it, and then I'm using a beauty blender to blend it out. And to blend it out, I'm just using patting motions up and down. I want to make sure everything is even. And that I got full coverage. And then I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape eyeshadow, concealer. And I'm using 16N Fair Light Neutral to brighten my under eyes. And I'm just using a beauty blender with a more tapered edge to blend this out so I don't mess up the line I have with my eyeshadow. And then I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Photofocus translucent powder, one of my absolute favorite powders ever. And I'm just going to use this to set all my cream liquid products. Then I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild bronzer in Sunset Striptease, and this is a beautiful warm shaded bronzer. And I'm just using my e.l.f. angled brush to really blend this out. And then the blush I'm using is the LA Girl Just Blushing Blush in the shade Just Playful. And this is a very beautiful mauve toned blush. And then I'm going to go back in with that same warm toned eyeshadow color and put this on my lower lash line. And I am using the Morphe M326 brush to apply the lower lash line shadow color. And then I'm going to be using the Makeup Geek eyeliner, and this is in nude. And I'm using this to brighten up my under eye lash line. And then I'm using the Urban Decay Perversion eye mascara to finish off the look. And I use the Essence Super Last eyeliner to get this beautiful sharp wing. And then I use the makeup, I believe I used the LA Girl Perfect Precision Lip Liner, and I used the shade Flesh. And then I'm going to be using the Milani Satin Matte liquid lipstick, and I'm using the shade Velvet, which is shade 9. And then last but not least, I'm going to be using the Revolution highlighter in Just My Type. And I'm going to apply this to my cheekbones, my nose, and the upper brow line. And then this is the final look. Thank you so much guys for watching. Please give this video a like, subscribe, leave a comment. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it.